say it's never gonna get any better than leave. I could throw my hands up, I could fall to my knees. I could tell myself I'm strong enough to give all the love that I need. But I still need you to ease my load. Hold me when the lightning strikes. Lead me home when I don't know which way is right. Love me when it's hard. I promise that I'm not leaving from your side. And when I fall apart, promise in the dark you'll be my nightlight. You'll be my nightlight. You'll be my I could count every time that I fall. When I'm in so deep, it's hard to see you're still on. I've been lost by myself in the darkness. Know that I can find my way even on the days when it's hard. But I still need you to ease my load. Hold me when the lightning strikes. Lead me home when I don't know which way is right. Love me when it's hard. I promise that I'm not leaving from your side. And when I fall apart, promise in the dark you'll be my nightlight. You'll be my nightlight. You'll be my
Yo, 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 yo. What is up, everybody? How is everybody doing? I hope you're doing well. What the fuck? Oh, I forgot to include the link. I'm getting absolutely roasted. Oh, devastating. Devastating. Sorry about that, guys. I guess that means that Oopsie daisy. Sorry, guys. I forgot to tweet out the link. Oh, come on. Stupid fucking thing, motherfucker. Sometimes I swear, man. I swear. Okay. It's just not... The link's nowhere? How do I get it? There we go. There we go. Okay. What's up, guys? Hope everyone's doing good, man. What's up, BJ from Thailand? So, I'm back home. Happy to be back. Hope you guys are ready to get back on schedule. Unfortunately, I'm literally home for 2 weeks, and then I'm heading to Dubai for Crypto Fight Night. So if you're going to be in Dubai, let me know. Would love to see some of y'all there. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to be announcing the crypto fights, which should be super cool. I'm excited about that. But yeah, so I'll try and get some content out over the next 2 weeks here, some videos, some streams, because then I'm going to be away again for 2 weeks. I did bring my laptop to Europe, and I tried to do some updates while I was away, but I was also on vacation, traveling with my buddy. So, and the internet was never very good. The few videos I did, it looked like they were filmed on a potato. But because I'm going to be in Dubai for 2 weeks, and I'm going to be in the same place the entire time, I will bring my better camera and a mouse, and maybe I'll do a stream while I'm there. But for now, here we are. We're back home, ready to bring you guys another video. So what I want to do is quickly give a shout out to the sponsors. So as you guys know, we've been working with Prime XBT for a long time. So if you want to support Trader Mayne and all this free, awesome content that I put out for you guys every single week on Twitter, on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok, the best way to do that is to sign up to Prime XBT using the link in the description of this video. Sign up, then enter the code MAYNE50 into the promo box. That will get you up to a 7% deposit bonus. And then deposit some money and start trading with me. If you're making money on my trades, if you want to just, hook it up because you've been learning from me, whatever it is, if I've helped you make some money, I don't want your money. Sign up to Prime. That's who sponsors these streams. I get a piece of when you guys deposit, so that's how I'm getting compensated. That money is what I use to pay my editor, who does all the awesome little short clips on TikTok, on Instagram, who does the stream highlights. I'm paying him with that money. So if you want to support me, you want to support the channel, that's the best way to do it. If you guys watched my last video, I've got 2 really good videos that just came out. I did one, I believe it was yesterday, or it might have been Friday. I don't remember. I think it was Friday with Crypto Cred. Awesome video. It's already got like 10K views over on his channel. So really great video. Hope you guys enjoyed that one. I go very much into detail about my system. We talked about this exact long setup that ended up playing out here. And then the last video that was uploaded to my channel, my editor put a ton of work into that. He went through hundreds of hours of streams to answer the most frequently asked questions that I get. What is a breaker? What's a swing failure pattern? What is market structure? What is an order block? Risk reward? All of these common questions that I get over and over and over again, and I've answered countless times across various streams. He has gone in and compiled them all into one video. The video is only like 10 minutes long. I highly suggest you guys watch that one. So if you have basic questions about concepts I talk about on stream, I'm going to direct you guys to that video going forward, just like I have with the order block video. So I'm sorry the lighting is a little weird and it looks like only one side of my face is lit. For some reason, my big light isn't working, and I am just too lazy to figure out what the fuck's going on. It's like, oh, unplug it, and unplug your Wi-Fi, and fucking do 3 spins, and then blindfold yourself. Like, it was too much. The instructions were too much. I said, fuck it, we're doing it live. So I'm sorry I got the shitty lighting here right now, but it should be better for next stream. All right, guys? So, yeah, go watch that last video. Go watch that video with Cred and sign up to the Prime XBT link and deposit some money. Let's get into it. So, if you've been following along in my European adventures, which was absolutely super fun, I always love going to Europe. I love the history. I love the culture. I love the lifestyle. I had a lot of fun. I met up with some great people. I met up with Charles Reed. I met up with Trading Lord. I met up with my buddy Francesco. Shout out to him. So it was great seeing some people over there that I knew. I met up with some fans as well, some people that followed me. So that's always fun. But yeah, back home now, excited to be home. As you guys know, I picked a really good time to go away because I basically left. What day did I leave even? I think it was the 28th of September. Like, this is it, right? So very, very, very little happened. We have, very little volatility, very little price movements, right? Like at one point, like it's a 10% range for the last month, basically. I mean, listen, you can extend this back to here. Since that move, in the last 45 days, we have not done much, right? So this has been not a super fun environment to trade in. And my advice, obviously not financial advice to most of you, is, if you're not really good at what you do, right? You're able to get in and out of trades quickly, trade level to level. You got tight risk management. You know how to take profit, when to take profit. This is not a fun environment. This is not a trend. It's very difficult to trade in this type of environment because any moves that have happened are getting completely reversed the same day or within the next few days. It's not a super conducive environment to learning or to trading. That being said, we're trying to eke out some trades. I'm trying to help you guys make some money. And the long that I posted ended up working out. So we'll talk about that. We'll do my favorite thing, which is some hindsight analysis, and then we'll bring it forward and kind of talk about it live and what I think's happening next. But if you follow me on Twitter, which you absolutely should, and if you're not, shame on you, right? We posted this on October 13th, right? So October 13th, we posted this breaker here. Okay, what is a breaker? I'm glad you asked. Go watch that YouTube video, you fucking lazy bastards. We posted this breaker here because we had this move happen, right? We took out basically every single low has been run, right? All of these lows have been run, right? Every single one except for June's. Right? So except for June's low here, every single low in this entire consolidation has now been traded below at some point. And this low has now traded, this is now the lowest low right here that we just made relative to this. So anyone who was long any point in time over the last 3 or 4 months, unless their risk was here, they've effectively been stopped out. Every low has been hunted except for one. So we had this big run on a low here. Stonks also ran a big low. And then we saw a pop. And what happened on Twitter? The bull runs back on. That was the bottom. Blah, blah, blah. People flexing in hindsight, their calls, whatever. I kept it pretty simple. I mean, listen, I aped in on this candle. When I saw us running this low, I started aping in. When I saw the hourly closed as an SFP here, I started longing a little, right? So I started longing a little, and I closed most of my long that I took here up here. I didn't catch this last little pop here, and I have no shame in saying that. What was the logic for longing here? Degenerate, right? I knew that this was a key high time frame low. We closed as an SFP. I did not go on the low time frame and fucking look for bullish market structure. I literally just aped. It was a bit of discretion. It was a bit of degeneracy. But I saw that even on the 5-minute chart, right? Even on the 5-minute, it SFP'd that low. That was enough for me to at least enter some size because now I know I'm wrong below here, right? So very easy, tight invalidation. I rode this move up, right? And I posted this on Twitter and in Discord shit. And then we had this big move up here. And then right around the time of that big move, I basically made a couple of posts. Right? The first post was, I don't think you want to chase this. I said, I think you're better off waiting for a pullback. Let's just see if I can find that because I got to suck my own dick a little. I got to pat myself on the back. Right here. Right? So, again, what happened here? I mean, pretty good timing, right? Bears getting fisted. This the Pico top of the move. Bears getting fisted. I think if you didn't long earlier, I'd probably wait for a pullback. What do you think the comments are under this tweet? Like, can you guess what the comments under a tweet like this might be? Right? Oh no, Mayne missed the bottom, or blah blah blah. Like, just foolishness. Really, foolishness. Oh no, we're going up. You should have longed already. No pullbacks, blah, 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 right? I told you guys, don't chase the move, right? If we have this strong of a move and we're going to see continuation, very high likelihood that you get a better entry than chasing the breakout, right? And I posted after saying don't chase the breakout, I then posted the breaker chart, right? So I said, hey guys, here's why I actually think the area you should long would be, right? Don't chase the breakout. I think you wait for a pullback into here. Again, what are the comments under here? I'm short, or no, you're not going to get that pullback, blah, 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 right? Guess what happens? We get the pullback. We come back to that breaker. We fill in the breaker. I ended up getting long. What are the comments here? I'm short now. I don't think you should long. What I'm trying to say is everyone is dumb except for me. And some of you, because you watch my videos, and some other people on CT, but most people are just dumb, sheep, smooth-brained apes, right? When it's pumping, they're piling into the breakout. When it's dumping, they're shorting into support, okay? And it was picture perfect. Go through all of these tweets and look at the comments here. You're not going to get the pullback. When we get the pullback, we're going lower. I'm short. When I tell you I'm longing, oh, I'm short, get wrecked, blah, blah, blah. Some guy, like, I posted that I got long here. It pulled back a little bit. And he's like, ouch, like you got wrecked. And that's up even more today. So if there's any retest at all, it's almost like scripted, right? It's almost scripted. It's too easy. I can write the comments myself. So anyways, posted the breaker here. And I said, listen, I want to look for reasons to long here. Because if we're going to continue, if we're going to go higher from here, this seemed like the logical area, in my opinion, for the higher low. So you have a few pieces of confluence here. You have the breaker, right? So this is the up candle before the down move that took out a low. When we come to the other side of it, it's an opportunity to long, right? However, if you would have put your stop right below the breaker, you're getting stopped out. You guys know, if you've been watching me for a while, I generally don't enter just based on the breaker alone. I like to go on the low time frame and look for a low time frame setup. We also have, this is your range, this low to this high. We also have the 50% EQ right here, right? So the mid-range. So we didn't get that super deep, 61.8 to 78.6 pullback, but we did get a very nice 50% pullback lining up with my breaker. Okay, now I'm turning my mind to bull mode. What am I doing? I'm saying, okay, I'm going to go in on the lower time frames now, and I'm going to look for reasons to get long, right, in this zone. That's the whole point of the top-down analysis. What's my bias? Okay, I'm looking for longs. Where am I looking for and why? Okay, 12-hour breaker, 4-hour breaker, 50% pullback, EQ of the range, boom, boom, boom. Now when I'm on that low time frame and I'm looking for the actual entry, right, I've now eliminated any sort of short setups that I might see. My bias, based on that top-down analysis that I just did, is bullish. Therefore, I am looking for bullish setups. If I just dropped this chart on you here and said, get a trade, without any context, you're going to be like, well, I don't know. Like, should I be longing here? Should I be shorting? You need that high time frame context. If you saw that the preceding trend was down and you're bearish, okay, now I'm going to be looking for reasons to be bearish here. Or in our case, the preceding trend is bullish. We're looking for a long for the reasons I just stated. Now, when I'm on this low time frame, it's no longer just noise and chop. I have a purpose. I'm looking for something specific, right? I always liken this to sniping, right? You're a sniper. You guys all play Call of Duty and whatnot, right? I'm zooming. First, I start off with the binoculars. These are binoculars, by the way, guys. This is the international sign for binoculars. I'm dropping heat right now, okay? First fucking stream back from Europe. I'm dropping absolute fuego, That's fire in Spanish because I was in Spain. And your boy is a little bilingual. He's a little trilingual, actually. Je parle français aussi. Okay? That means your mom's hot in French. So I take first binoculars. I'm surveying the landscape. That's your high time frame, right? What am I even looking at? Right? Okay. I've got a view of the landscape. Okay, now I'm looking at this building, right? Okay, I'm looking at this building. Now I've zoned in. I've gone from the weekly chart to the daily. Now I'm just looking at the building. Okay, now I'm looking at the second floor. Now I'm taking out the sniper and I've got the scope out and I'm looking even lower. Okay, I'm looking at the second floor. Now I'm just looking at a window, right? And then you're zooming in, zooming in, zooming in. Boom, target acquired, right? You know exactly what you're looking for. Now that I started at the binoculars and I've worked my way to the second floor window of that building, I'm just waiting for that head to pop up. Bean shot every time. And in this instance, I'm zooming into my execution time frame and I'm looking for one of those fractals, one of those setups that I trade, one of those setups that I discuss in my video with Crypto Cred and in my last video on YouTube. What are those exact setups I'm looking for? It's on the chart right now. If you look at it, if you're looking closely, it's on the chart, potentially in this fucking area. Okay? So hopefully that analogy makes sense. I think it was pretty lit. I'm not gonna lie. I think it was a pretty sick analogy. I'm pretty proud of myself. Just came up with that off the top of my head. So breaker, boom. High time frame bias, looking for longs. Look at the H4 here. Is there a setup here? I see an H4 SFP at the EQ within the breaker. That seems like a decent setup to me, right? Enter on the candle close. There's your stop. This is the exact setup I took. My entry wasn't quite this good. My exact entry is 19,108. And my stop is literally right below this low. That's my exact setup. And I just explained exactly how I got to there, starting all the way at the high time frame, right? So H4 SFP. What else do you have here? You have a break in market structure. Okay. You have a pullback into this H4 order block. Down candle before the up move that broke market structure. Pull back. There's your fill. Maybe you don't enter on that candle. Maybe you enter on the next one. But regardless, high time frame OB, high time frame mid-range, bullish market structure on the H4 lining up with that potential higher time frame, higher low, right? Because what we're hoping for is low, high, higher low, higher high. That's what we're hoping for. So if that's what I'm hoping for in the high time frame, I need to see the low time frame sync up with that, right? Okay, what other setups are available here? Do you see any? Go down to the hourly. Hourly SFP. Right? Boom. Right at our point of interest. Again, why is this here's a great example here. This is a bearish SFP. This is a bullish SFP. Why did the bullish SFP play out like this and the bearish SFP not play out? Context. Knowing that this is an SFP is only one piece of the puzzle. Without context, this is meaningless because a bearish SFP into support, when you're looking for a high time frame, higher low, and you're bullish, a bearish SFP is something you want to ignore, right? Because that's not in line with that high time frame bias, right? You're zoomed in on your scope and you see a goat walking fucking over here. Are you going to queue out and look at that goat? No, you're waiting for the headshot in the second floor window, right? We're ignoring this. Why does this end up giving us the result we're looking for? Because it's one of those setups that I like, but it's in line with that high time frame context. The top-down analysis, it's at the area of support I'm looking for. I'm bullish for good reason that I've laid out, blah, 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 fucking blah. Bob's your uncle. So again, the hourly, multiple setups given. There's the SFP, hourly bullish order block. There's another hourly SFP. We're now in an uptrend on the hourly. You can be longing pullbacks into hourly OBs. There's a variety of different entries here, and you can go as low as you want because within this gray box, all you need to know is that you're looking for reasons to get long. However you decide to do that, And whatever setup you want to take to get into that trade, that part is up to you, right? But knowing that this is where we're looking for longs, that does so much of the work for you and makes your life so much easier. And what used to appear as just noise is now a very defined area where you're looking to do business, okay? So that's a lot of preaching and a lot of yelling, but I think that was a very valuable fucking rant, okay? So we got the setup, we moved away. If you entered the trade how I entered it, you at the very least should have taken some profit by now. We hit 2 or 3R, right? You got to take a little bit off the table. Okay, where's my first target? Bearish order block here. 4.5R, 4.3R, already tagged. Still currently up 3.8R. So I posted in Discord. I said, listen, I gave you the setup, top down. I gave you the setup. I gave you the entry. It hit my first target. At this point, how you want to manage the trade is up to you. I don't really care. I can't trade for all of you. I'm not going to tell you and update my every single fucking move, right? I might wake up in the middle of the night tonight and market close. Who fucking knows, right? I don't even know. But how you guys, 4R offered on a platter with just my setup. There's setups on the lower time frame here where you could have entered with this as your risk, right? Low time frame SFP, why not? Double confirmation here. Ran this low, broke above, ran another low. That's an even tighter setup. So the money's been made. I've already paid myself a piece, and I've already put my stop to break even. So I'm paid and I'm risk-free at this point. I'm not really going to update the step-by-step anymore. That's up to you what you want to do. But as much as this has been choppy and shitty for the last little while, you bang out one of these a week, that's a literal career. I know it sounds crazy, right? But if you're able to get 4%, right? If you're risking 1%, you get a 4R trade in the week, you're up 4%. If you can even do that twice a month, right? If you can make 8R a month, compounding over time is a fuck ton of money, right? What investments are giving you 8% a month? Right? Not a lot. And I know everyone's like, oh, like I'm 50R a month, blah, blah. Most of those people are fucking lying to you. Like a 4X trader, if they're able to get fucking 10R in a month, 10% growth, that's crazy. Consistently, right? So even though it's been choppy, very nice setup offered here, all in advance, in the Discord, on Twitter. I went into more detail on Discord than I did on Twitter. And again, if you want to get in the Discord, use the Prime link in the description, deposit some money, send me a DM and let me know that you've done that and I will get you in. Okay? But yeah, that was Bitcoin here. So where are we now? Or let's look at the chat. Let's mix you guys in a little bit here. Let's have a little fun and then I will get to where I think we're going now. Longed 18.7 and 19.1, but I don't know if I should wait for 20K to take profit or take some now. Shake my head. What was your plan when you got into the trade? You must have had a TP, right? If your TP was here and we're trading above your TP right now, why haven't you taken any off? You need to have a plan, not just to where you enter, but where you exit as well. It's just as important, if not more important. SZ made a great post about this today, being like, exiting might even be harder because there's emotions involved. You're up. You're making money. Oh, maybe it's going to go to 20K. Maybe I'll just hold on a little longer, right? There's more emotions involved. It's very easy to just buy, right? It's hard to exit. It's very hard to exit. So what was your plan, right? To me, this doesn't look super strong here. There's a very good chance that we pull back again, right? That's why I've already taken some money off the table. But I've still got part of my position on and I've made the trade risk-free in case this does want to break up again. I don't know yet, right? But ultimately, if we have another leg up, right, there's your target 2 right there. The pimp is back. What's up, Jonathan? What's up, Slim? What's up, BJ? Phil the Flying Frenchman. Bonjour. Good day from Australia. Good day to you, bud. Go Yankees. Long time watcher, first time catching the stream live. Welcome, Blind Squirrel. Sorry about your eyesight. I hope no one is stealing your nuts. Because you can't see because you're blind and you're a squirrel, so you like nuts. That's a funny joke. Good exchange with crypto cred. Here's the thing. I've known cred for 5 years now. You can't win. No matter how clever you think you are, how good of a snapback you have, he's always got one better than you. Always. But I still love doing it. It's fun. What's up, Bloop Dee Doop? Nick Tenero, what's up, bro? Oh, sorry, guys. Sorry about that. Love from Perth. What's up, Perth? Do you have a hotel for sure this time? I fucking hope so. I had a hotel for sure last time. They just tried to kick me out halfway through the trip and tell me that my reservation didn't exist. And I was like, bro, here's my credit card statement. Here's you guys charging it. Get fucked. Printed 1.8R off of your setup. That a boy. Good for you, man. That's why he's the GOAT. The GOAT. Skipping sleep for this stream. Oh, man. Greetings from Germany. Guten Tag. Did you meet Bits Boy, though? Did Pomp try and sell you a mattress, too? I don't understand. Are they in Europe? I thought they were both American. When are you going to announce the 1K giveaway? That's a good idea. I should figure out who is the winner of that because I haven't even pulled the results yet because I've been traveling. And I appreciate you reminding me, Daniel, but the fact that you've copy and pasted asking at least 3 times already means that I'm probably not going to pick you, my man. Just kidding. It will be completely random. I will announce that this week. Yo, Mayne, have you seen Cyberpunk Edge Runners when anime review shows? Me and Cred should do an anime review show. He's much more knowledgeable than me though. Thank you. The breaker didn't hit home until you watched the video with Cred. Yeah, I went into a lot of detail on that video with Cred. I highly suggest you guys check that one out. Yeah, drop your boy a like. Let's go. Did exactly as you told us to. Easy money. That a boy, BJ. What's your confluence with your long entry? I hope that you're not asking that after I just explained everything. EQ stands for equilibrium. What's a breaker? Go watch my last video. Oh my God. I forgot why I get burnt out from streaming. Hey, Mayne, would the first SFP on the H4 not be valid within the breaker? It absolutely was valid. Is there another one that I didn't see? I think this was the first one. No, I just talked about that. Oh, like that one there? Well, that one got stopped. So technically, absolutely. Like you could take that, but you would have gotten stopped out. But then boom, bang it again. Wheel Snipe Selly, top cheddar bar down. My boy, someone watches fucking hockey. Someone's Canadian. Let's go. Can you explain in more detail how to use multiple time frames? Absolutely not. What do you think I just did? Right? High time frame. We started on the weekly, right? We start on the weekly. Okay, we're near range lows. We ran all the lows. Dial in, okay? 12-hour SFP, 12-hour breaker. Dial in again, right? Come on, guys. This is stuff you guys know. Okay. Jesus Christ. Are stops necessary? Or can I wing it? I think you should wing it and then report back to me with how that works out for you. Someone said, why do I think this structure is not very strong? I don't love like structure like this, right, where we have the first move up and then we never trade back above that high, like that just looks weak. Does this not look like it wants to break down? It might not, right? This could still go up, but just looks like a potential like double top kind of forming here. Again, we won't have confirmation until we break a low, but that's just my thoughts. I haven't made a decision based on that information yet. And yeah, someone says DXY looks jumpy. DXY potentially finding some support here. I personally think this trade's a little lower still, but again, this could go up from here. Could go up from here into support, right? So DXY bouncing, crypto retracing a little, right? Look at the H4 here. Made that high and then we never closed above it. So we made that high yesterday. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 H4 candles after that. Not yesterday, sorry, earlier today. That we're unable to close above that level. Even on the hourly, we barely were able to even trade above that level. So that's why I don't love it. Right? Generally, you see that kind of action. See? Barely not able to stay above, retrace. Right? Make a move up. Lots of upper wicks. Failure to close higher, retrace. Just common, something that I see. Not always, but just something I've seen happen lots. What's my skincare routine? I wish I could tell you. I wash my face with fucking hand soap, bro. My skin is awful right now. Awful. I have all these red dots all over my fucking body right now, and I get them on the back of my arms. They're not even like zits. They're just these little red benign dots. It's a fucking nightmare. I get them on my fucking chest and on the back of my arms, and I can't get rid of them. Eating tacos lately. I had tacos just the other day, in fact, and they were delicious. Do you look for the breaker first before the OB? Just wondering. OBs are going to generally happen within trend, right? Breakers are often reversal points. There's always going to be an OB where there's a breaker, and they're always going to be on the same they're always going to overlap, right? Like you could be like, okay, well, here's your OB, right? But the reason I like the breaker is because the breaker is a potential sign of reversal. We took out a low, right? So that to me is a clue that we maybe are going to be catching the top or bottom of a move and getting some sort of reversal. That's how I like to trade. OBs are generally more in trend. You're not going to get a breaker in the middle of a trend generally. You can, right? But a breaker always has to take out a high or a low. So there's a previous swing high or a swing low. A breaker always takes that out before trading back the other way. And that means that if this is the breaker here, that means that there's an OB here as well. Like they're always going to be overlapped. Do you usually like to enter on the 12 hour, the 1 hour, or do you like to go the M15? I very rarely go below the hourly. Sometimes I'll go the 15-minute, but I like the hourly and the H4 generally for my entries. Okay, so bro, go on my page and type in order block. I have an entire video. Come on, man. Okay, so what do I think is going to happen for Bitcoin now? Looking at this chart on the H4, looking on the H1, like I said, I've already TP'd some. We're just consolidating here now, right? What way is this going to break? I hope this just continues up. I don't really want another pullback. I would much rather this goes up. Because if we pull back, we could run all of these lows, right? And make a higher low down here or something. I don't know, right? But I would rather we just break up from here. And then I would target the range high at 20K. That would be the next area of interest for me is a move above here. And then see what happens, right? We're in this, muck of a range still. Like if you take your range from like here to like here, still choppy and gross, but the range high is pretty clear, right? Like for the last month, we haven't really traded above 20K for any significant period of time or below this kind of 18, 500 area for a significant period of time. So we're still near the mid-range. I'm taking along near the mid-range. If we continue up, go to the range high, right? If we trade back down, let's see what happens at the mid-range. If we start closing below the mid-range here, maybe we go back to the range low. But until I get excited about a big move, we really got to see some sustained strength above here or a breakdown and a high time frame close below here. Sustained strength above 20K, I think we can talk about a move above this high towards 23,000, okay? 23K here. Need to show strength above 20 to get that opportunity. If we break down here and have strength below 18,500, right? Next target, June's low, which is about 17,500 or so. You can't see it on the chart here. That would be the first initial target, and then probably even lower, to be honest with you. Extension through that low probably takes us below 17. So in terms of like high time frame direction, still very much choppy, very much sideways, very much ugly, right? Not great on all accounts. Want to see some sort of trend form, whether it's up or down. I don't even care at this point, just to bring back some volatility, right? At least earlier in this range, we had some decent sized moves here, right? This has been kind of whack in the meantime. So we'll wait and see what happens. High time frame directionally, that's kind of my thoughts. Again, low time frame, I got to see, it's only Monday, but I would prefer continuation here. I don't really want to see a big pullback, back to my fucking entry. Maybe we get a little bit of a pullback, right, into here. Something like that I could see. Back into these highs here. A little dip below, stop out some late longs, and then continue. But ultimately, I'd like to see price go up more. If I get stopped out on the trade, I'm stopped out, and I'll wait and see what happens. We could pull back deeper. If we get some sort of move back into the breaker, I don't like it as much on a second touch. If we were to deviate below here and do some sort of failed breakdown below 19K, then sure, I would get back involved, right? This kind of PA. Failed breakdown, sure, I'd get back involved, but I don't like it nearly as much on the second tag. I would much rather see us either just go up from here or maybe a small pullback, right? And then targeting 20K. So we'll wait and see what happens here. See how these next few candles close, that kind of thing. But that's kind of my plan for Bitcoin, okay? Hey, Mayne, isn't there 2 4-hour SFPs in the breaker? What makes the first one not valid? It is valid. I just explained that, right? You could absolutely have longed this SFP here. But guess what? You got stopped out. So are you going to step back in and get in again? That's for you to decide, right? Personally, I wanted to see price consolidate here a little longer. I believe this was also the weekend. I generally don't love entering trades on the weekend. I ended up entering on the weekend. I entered on Saturday or Sunday. I can't remember. I believe Saturday. And I sat in it, right? But I was looking at the hourly. So I never saw that first H4 SFP, right? Because the hourly closed below. But then this was an H4 and an H1 SFP. Gave me the move that I wanted. But that first H4 SFP, it is right away, so I don't love that. Like, I don't love how we just came into the zone, it happened right away. That being said, this is completely valid, but you got stopped out. That sometimes happens, right? Just because there's an H4 SFP in the breaker doesn't mean it's for sure going to go up, right? This is a game of probabilities. I don't know what's going to happen. I have an idea of what might happen and where something might happen, and then I'm making a risk-adjusted bet. That's what it is. But I talked about exactly this happening basically for fucking Batum on Cred's stream. This exact setup. Daniel, why do you keep fucking sending the same message over and over again? I will announce the 1K winner this week. Okay, I've been away. I haven't looked. I will pick the winner, and I promise you, if it's you, I will draw again because you're annoying. Jesus Christ, this man really needs the 1K. If you pull a fib from the candle close low to the candle high, same candle as you already have, it's on the OTE. So you're saying pull it from here to here? But that seems inconsistent to me, right? Like for my swings, I use the wicks, right? So to use one candle body and then one wick just seems off to me, but do whatever the fuck you want to do. If you want to do body to body, if you want to do wick to wick, go ahead. It's up to you how you want to do it. I use the wicks for my fib pulling, but whatever you do, I say this all the time, whatever you decide to do, make sure you're doing it consistently. Don't use wicks sometimes and candle bodies other times. All right. Let's look at Ethereum. Hopefully everyone is copacetic on Bitcoin there. Okay, so Ethereum. What the fuck is all this shit? What is all this shit? I'm gonna just delete. I like that level though. That level's nice as fuck, boy. All right, hold on. Hold your horses, boys. Okay, so we have. This is the previous all-time high. We have this very obvious SR test, right? This is the most obvious SR retest of the entire chart here. If you go on the weekly, the daily, let's see. I mean, that's about as clean as it gets. So pretty tight range, right? Wouldn't you say? Like we're effectively right in the middle here of this range, right? Diddling around in the fucking middle of this range. Similar to Bitcoin. So you know how I mentioned on Bitcoin above 20K, below 18,500? This is the equivalent range there, right? So above 1424, so a reclaim of that previous all-time high, right? Absolutely. Let's start talking about 15 to 1600 on Ethereum. Let's talk about a move up to there, okay? Below this kind of 1200 level, I think we trade back into this consolidation here. So you could add another level around here, right? Again, trade above here with strength. I think a move up into here at the very least, and potentially even up above here, okay? But this would be target 1, target 2. Below here, I think we probably trade back towards this range low, around $1,000. You could draw the mid-range here, I guess, which would be what, 1,100? That would be similar, right? Target 1, target 2, target 1, target 2. That would be kind of my thoughts. But for now, choppy, shitty, right? Not the best PA. Again, you want to get long? I think you probably either wait for a move with strength above here, or you wait for a failed breakdown below here. Would be the two opportunities in my opinion. You want to get short? Again, break down here with strength, or a failed breakout above here, right? Those would be the two short opportunities. Right now, looking at this chart on the daily, we're kind of in the mid-range, no man's land. There's no trade for me here, right? No clear direction, no clear bias. I'm leaning towards up based on my thoughts on Bitcoin, the dollar, and equities and things like that, but not going to force a trade, right? I'm already making money on Bitcoin trade. I'm already risk off. I don't need to force a trade on Ethereum now. But we're kind of right in the middle of this range here. If you really want to do this, you could say, okay, here's your range here as well, your previous range. And then here's your current range, right? This is how SZ trades. Obviously not this simple, but part of what he does, right? So we're trading in this range. Right? Lose the mid-range, we trade back into this range. Right? Lose here, boom, boom, right? That would be kind of the thought process there. But for now, yeah, no setup for me on Ethereum. It did the same thing. Obviously, Ethereum is still trading higher than Bitcoin relative to the initial dump, right? Here's the initial dump on Ethereum. We're trading here, whereas Bitcoin, we're trading a lot closer to that June low. So strength in FBTC is the answer to that, right? But again, ran a big low here. So we ran a big low. You could zoom in. You could absolutely find a setup here just the same, right? There's your breaker, right? Zoom in. Is there a setup in here that tickles your fancy, right? Not as clean as Bitcoin. This is not an SFP, right? But what is this? I talk about this exact setup in that last YouTube video, okay? This is not a breaker, but is this not a very clear, or a SFP score, is this not a very clear over-under? Low, lower low, higher low, right? Is that not one of the setup fractals that I always discuss as well? It's not always SFPs, it's not always order blocks, it's not always over-unders. There's a variety of them that I look for, but again, why is this relevant? Because of the context. Where's it happening? Key high time frame low run, 12-hour breaker, looking for a move to the upside. That's where the fractal forms on the low time frame. That's when you can bang it and have a higher probability of being right. Daniel Haynes, Mr. Mayne, when will you do the $5,000 giveaway that you messaged everyone on Telegram about? I deposited $50 like requested. Thanks. Well, Daniel, I hate to break it to you, but you're getting scammed. I do not run a Telegram, okay? I've never discussed a $5,000 giveaway. I do not run a Telegram, and I have not asked you to deposit $50 on Telegram. That was not me. Check the username. If the username is not Trader Mayne, exactly how it's spelt on Twitter. No extra letters, no underscores, no dashes, no numbers, nothing. It is not me. You're not talking to me. You're getting scammed. Sorry about your loss of $50, bro. That sucks, but do some due diligence, guys. I hate when people get scammed. I hate the fact that people use my name to scam people, but at the end of the day, do a little bit of research. If someone is messaging you on Telegram, they don't sound like me, their name is not even the same as mine, come on, man, right? You guys know this. I don't have any sort of paid group. I don't have any of that shit. I don't have a Telegram. I'm sorry, bro. All right, so Ethereum, I think I've laid out pretty clear what we're looking for here. Okay, so again, similar to Bitcoin, struggling a little bit here, right? I want to see continuation. The target is here. If we get a move up here and we break out, target is here. Again, similar to Bitcoin, we could see a little bit of a pullback into here first, but ultimately I'm hoping for 1424, which is that previous all-time high level. Okay? Where did you... Roy, I literally just said it, bro. I just said it. Previous all-time high, guys. That's where this level comes from. Okay? Previous all-time high. Oh, thank God I just had a vacation and I have another one coming up soon. All right. Popping in to say hi. Can you please compile all the charts and knowledge into one separate video? Jane, fuck you. I mean, be honest. What's your body count? Don't include your sister. That's gross. So what's it like having cred for a stepdad? It is weird seeing as I'm fucking much older than him. What if it's too choppy around your level? Sometimes there's no trade, guys, right? I talked about this on Cred's video, right? Like sometimes you're just wrong and you eat shit. Sometimes there's no trade, right? Sometimes the move happens and you fucking miss it. These are things that you just have to learn to accept. You're not going to catch every trade. It's not always going to be clean. Sometimes you're just fucking wrong. These things happen. Matt asks, Mayne, can you send me the link on Discord when you get a chance, please? Have you done what you need to do to get in the Discord, Matt? Because part of the instructions on how to join, which you can find on tradermayne.com, tell you exactly what you need to do before you can join. Are you ever going to stop giving away all this fire knowledge for free? Sometimes I wonder if I should. But I don't know. I like helping you guys. And if you guys keep supporting the channel and helping me grow, I don't see why I'd stop doing these videos. I really genuinely enjoy doing these. As much as some of y'all drive me nuts sometimes and I get angry and I yell at you like a drunk dad coming home after a long day's work only to find out that there's no dinner on the table and no dishes and there's dishes in the sink. And he's angry and he just wants to start. I do it out of love. I verbally berate you guys because I love you. And sometimes you need tough love. And I do believe what I share and the way I share it makes these concepts a little simpler and easier to digest. But I also am showing you guys you can't just have someone hold your hand the entire time, right? You gotta take a little bit of initiative on your own, whether that's going and watching previous videos or actually going into the charts and trying this shit out yourself. You're never going to make it if you're just relying on me and others to do all of the work for you, right? Okay. No way you're older than Cred. I'm significantly older than Cred. Please don't. You helped me covered rent today. My boy, let's go. My man's got a place to stay for another month. Follow up with me then, Matt, because I get a lot of DMs and sometimes they just get buried. So just send a ping, send a bump. Bro, I'm 30 and poor. Vin, you've been saying that you're 30 and poor for at least the last 6 months. Plus, maybe even longer in my chat. So that means two things. One, it means your birthday's probably coming up soon. So happy birthday, bro. You're about to be 31, and let me tell you, it's all downhill from there. Number two, it means what are you doing? Because I see you in my streams every week, bro. What are you doing? Are you learning? Are you improving? Are you practicing? Come on, man. I'm giving you the tools to still be 30. I haven't solved time travel yet or de-aging or reverse aging, but I will. It's on the list. Right after the SFP video is inventing a time machine in that order. But come on, man. I'm giving you the tools to make a little bit of money here. Looks like your neck's slimmed down in Europe. First of all, how dare you? How fucking dare you? But actually, I lost like 8 pounds because I think it's a couple of things. I wasn't eating my regular eating schedule. I eat quite a lot at home because I'm actively in the gym. I did not work out at all. I drank a ton of beer and I did a ton of walking. So I lost like 7 or 8 pounds. So clearly all of it came from my neck. Today's your birthday. Happy birthday, Filbert. Okay, let's look at DXY. So like I said here, DXY is coming into support, right? It's coming into support here, but you know, we came just shy of my target here. So I had this weekly level drawn on DXY. I love how everyone loves DXY now. Everyone wants to know about the dollar. When I was doing the metals with Mayne videos, the real OGs remember, 2019, 2020, I was doing the metals with Mayne's video. I looked at gold, silver, and the dollar every fucking week. And I talked about the correlation between the dollar and those pairs as well as with Bitcoin. No one cared. Now everybody cares. I'm setting trends. I'm trend setting. I posted this weekly order block. I said, listen, we're going to bounce here, right? We're going to bounce here. There's no doubt in my mind. This is a high time frame bounce level. October 4th, we came in, we tagged it. What happened on Bitcoin on October 4th? Right there. Is this not just the inverse of the dollar chart? Tag the high, completely retrace the move. I posted the dollar chart and I said, we are going to bounce from this zone. There's the top on Bitcoin right here, the bottom on the dollar. So what I said though is this is a high time frame level. If we're going to continue up, we're going to bounce here. There's the bounce. And then I said, what we want to see as a bull is this be a lower high, right? You pull your fib out, you do your little tin, 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 right into the OTE, right? Potential lower high zone. We also have very clear SFP here. Boom. Right? So I like this as a potential lower high. Clearly a nice lower high here. Nice SFP. And we just broke market structure here to the downside. Just now. So what I'm really hoping happens here is this. This is what I want to see. I do not want to see the dollar trade back above here, obviously. The dollar trades back above here, Bitcoin is going back to 18,000 and possibly lower. I don't think if it gets back above this X, right? Bitcoin is going to June's low. It's taken out that 17.5K low, in my opinion, because it's not going to trade above this X and not take out this high. Okay, but what we're hoping is that, okay, SFP, breaking market structure, lower high. I now want to see this continue down and potentially even put in a lower low. So if Bitcoin's going to go to 22, 23K and we're going to have that upside breakout that I've been talking about, we need to see this continue to roll over. So that's what I'm watching on the dollar right now. I'm watching for wherever this little pump goes. I want to see this reject and make another low, at least down towards 110 to 111. At least down to here. Okay? This is what needs to happen for Bitcoin and crypto and equities to remain bullish. Okay? Let's look at equities now. We're still battling around June's low here. I don't know why I don't have a proper line here. Proper 12. Okay, still battling around June's low here. We took a long on this move. Okay, got out at resistance, came back below June's low, big SFP down here, and now we're back above it, and this looks quite bullish. This looks more bullish than Bitcoin does right now. So we rejected this area on the first tag, okay? I'm going to zoom in a little bit here for a little more color. You had a breaker set up here as well, over-under as well. Very nice over-under. You also had a breaker play here. I believe the H4 right here. Boom. Beautiful breaker setup right there. Bang. Right? We're now coming into resistance, but this is resistance that we've already tagged here. So again, I want to see the dollar continue to trade lower if these things are going to continue to trade higher, right? So even if this pulls back a little bit, if we come up and we consolidate in this order block here, I don't think it holds. And I do think we will get a continued breakout up into these highs here. 3,800 to 3,850 would be my target if we sustain strength. Okay? But we need to see that dollar turn back down. If the dollar continues to go up, this is going to pull back. Crypto's going to pull back. Okay? What I don't like, and personally, as long as we're above June's low, I want to be looking for the potential of some sort of bear market rally. Like, that's what I'm hoping for here. Okay? I still think this goes lower, but I would love one of these. Right? One of these. Okay? And we absolutely can have a big bear market rally, still make a lower high after making a lower low, and then trade lower. But that's the hope for Bitcoin to go higher, for ETH to go higher. Dollar has to turn around. These things have to keep going up. So maybe this is just your deviation here and we get a decent rally. I would absolutely love a rally towards 3,900 to 4,000. That would be great. Some sort of move up like this, right? And then back down. That would be killer because we could make a killing on the way up here, short the living hell out of it, make a killing on the way back down. All right? That would line up with Choptober, midterm rally, all that shit. What I don't like is how fucking weak crypto is. Everyone was worried about the correlation. The correlation doesn't exist. The correlation is this. First of all, fuck you. Okay? Second of all, the correlation's always been there. It's had varying degrees of strength, right? But at the end of the day, it's been lockstep. For the most part, however, crypto has been the higher beta of the two. So when we had the COVID bottom, right? SPX went up from the COVID low to the high 100%. Bitcoin went up from the COVID low to the high, right? 10 plus times that, even more, 15 times that. So it's been the more reflexive asset. And so that goes both ways, like a bisexual, okay? When stocks would rally, Bitcoin would rally harder. 1 or 2% up day on stocks, 3 to 5+% in Bitcoin. And on the reverse, a 2% down day on stocks, 5, 6, 7, 8% down day on crypto. But crypto's been so dry for volatility, so fucking weak sauce, that it's like stocks are up almost 1% already today, leading into tomorrow, like the futures. Crypto's down, right? Stocks went up 2% yesterday. I think Bitcoin was up 1%. So stocks are now being the higher beta, more volatile asset. So as much as the correlation still very much here, okay, very, very clear, the correlation is still here. Okay, you cannot tell me that these things are not correlated just looking at the charts, okay? Very fucking similar movement, almost fucking identical, but stocks have been more volatile. That's annoying. Anyways, I think I've said enough. I think this has been a good first stream back. I had a lot of fun. We cracked some jokes. We helped someone avoid getting scammed. We told Jane to go fuck herself. So I do think that it's been pretty good. Do you think trading intuition is a thing? I've been learning and staring at charts for the last 3 years, and sometimes I feel like trading through intuition, what I've seen in the past works. Absolutely. You start to see things so much, it becomes almost like second nature, right? And you're like, that's why I meant about this. I don't know if this is going to break down. I don't know. And I don't have a technical reason yet. But I've seen patterns like this enough, and I'm kind of like, it makes me think it's going to pull back a little more. Things like that, just you kind of learn over time, right? Love you too, Cindy. Thank you. I'm subscribed to Cred's channel. I don't see anything newer than 2 months ago. It's on the Technical Roundup channel, not on his main channel. Mayne in Spain is mainly insane. Very funny. Jeff Clark, new here. Sorry if this has been brought up before. What leverage is best on your trades? Jeff, get the fuck out of here with that question. I talk about this in that YouTube video I was mentioning. Leverage is irrelevant, right? All that matters is position size. This trade and this trade, one could be 100x and one could be 10x. Your risk is the same. If all that's going to change is if your position size is the same. Doesn't matter if this is 10x or 100x. If you're wrong, you still lose the same amount of money. All that matters is position size. All that leverage determines is how much margin is required to be put up to open the position. You have to put up 10x more margin on 100x than versus on 10x. What does that mean? It means that with a smaller amount of money, theoretically, you could open a larger position. That's not why you should use leverage or how you should use leverage. I've talked about this countless times. Go read Crypto Cred's guide on risk management and leverage. He explains it more eloquently than I can. Position size is all that matters, right? And you determine your position size by where's my entry and how far is my entry from my stop. That's that 1.71%. That means your stop is 1.71% away from your entry. That's going to dictate your position size. So when you get stopped out, you know exactly how much you're going to lose. The leverage itself is irrelevant. Why are non-Bitcoin charts the best way to trade Bitcoin? As in DXY at the moment. Not at the moment, DXY all the fucking time. Because they are all fucking correlated. All of the markets are correlated with each other, guys, right? All of them are correlated. So of course, Bitcoin is a risk asset. So of course, it's going to make sense to look at other risk assets when looking at Bitcoin. But Bitcoin absolutely seems to be a proxy for basically the S&P 500. Hey, Mayne, do you trade with RSI? Have you ever seen me use RSI on my charts? Mayne, the Spanish tan is making the neck look defined. Thank you, Justin. I do think I got a little bit of color. I went from very, very white to just very white. I eliminated one of the varies. This guy says, can you read my name? I'm not even going to try, bro. Can you talk about sushi? I talked about a long setup on sushi on my Crypto Hub Show video with Luke. Okay, go watch that. I retweeted it. Go follow the Crypto Hub Show Twitter. Go follow the Crypto Hub Show YouTube. Me and Luke are releasing a video on there every week, and I always try and give at least one trade setup on the video. Okay? Go watch that out. Support those new channels. I'm going to be posting on there a lot more. So if you want to support me again, go sign up to the Crypto Hub Show. I just retweeted Luke's tweet about it, and I talk about a setup for sushi in that video. So if you want that setup, go watch that video. Can I explain what an order block is? Can you suck your own dick? Can you go to a doctor, have him remove however many ribs is necessary for you to fucking fillet yourself? If you can do that, I will explain to you what an order block is. I don't know if you're joking. I hope you are. Otherwise, go fuck yourself. But this is what I mean, guys. Like, I cannot hold your hand all the time. If you like what I do you think it would make sense to go to my channel and maybe look at my videos that are in the playlist called Education, where the first video is called Order Blocks? Like, you know what I mean? Like, a little bit of work needs to be done on your end, guys. Are you on Craptos? No, I'm not on Aptos, but based on what Twitter is saying, is it was not a good launch. I don't even know what that is. You use KuCoin or FTX for leverage trading? I use Prime XBT, man. The sponsors of this video, and you should sign up to Prime using my link in the description and deposit some money on there and follow me with your trades and get super duper rich. Not financial advice, no guarantees, obviously. What is the correlation between the dollar and crypto? This is Bitcoin and this is the dollar. So what do you think the correlation is? One's the numerator of the fraction, one's the denominator of the fraction. So what do you think the correlation is? I'll leave that one's homework for you, bud. All right, guys, I'm going to end the video here. Yeah, if you're trying to join my Discord, go to www.tradermayne.com for instructions on how to do so. If you've already followed those instructions, DM me on Twitter. If I haven't responded, say bump or whatever so it comes to the top of my inbox. I get a lot of DMs, they get lost, okay? And I have tons of DMs over the last couple of weeks that are lost in the mix. So feel free to follow up. Any money you deposit on there, I greatly appreciate. It helps me out. All right, guys, so I'm happy to be home. Love you guys so much. I'm glad to be back. We'll have another video coming soon. Go follow the Crypto Hub Show Twitter. I tweeted about it. Check it out. Watch that video with Luke as well. I'll have the condensed stream up tomorrow. Thank you so much. Signing off. Peace out.